Hello, and this is my perfect pot noodle video tutorial and review all in one for you. Let's get started. So I've already pre-boiled the water for the kettle, so that's already done. If you haven't boiled your kettle yet, you want to do that. Take your sauce sachet out and pour your boiling water in. I've gone for beef and tomato today. Just to please everyone really. Everyone loves a bit of beef and tomato. Now you can leave the lid on. Most people do leave the lid on. If you take it off, it doesn't really matter. You can reattach it just as good, but the lid is going to go back on. Now the most important thing is there's 3 lines here inside the noodle. There's a lower, or 2. There's a lower one and a middle one. I fill it up just between the 2. So if you want more of a broth, you go for the higher line. If you want more noodle than broth ratio, you go for a lower line. If you want in between the 2, go in between the 2. That's what I usually do. There's usually a bit of foam on top anyway, which dies down. So there you go. That's the water in. Done. Sorted. You want the lid now back on. Okay, so you can half peel it off and reattach it. I didn't do that in this video. I do it sometimes. It doesn't matter, but you can put it on just as well, but you just want to cover it up, tuck it round, and that's it. And then you want to leave it for 2 minutes as it instructs on the packaging. We're not going to follow everything on the packaging today, but a few of the instructions. So leave it for 2 minutes. While we're waiting for that, I've got more videos coming. There are going to be more videos. Pot noodle rankings. Any other kind of reviews you want to see, booze reviews, beer reviews, cider reviews, tonic wine reviews, anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. Sorry, I'm struggling to get in the camera shot here. But yeah, you'll be able to see that. Okay, so it's been about a minute now. Just waiting for it. You can put other stuff in your pot noodles. I'm just making a basic one. You don't always have all the seasonings with you, all the herbs and whatever to make it happen. I've also got super noodles in the cupboard, so I'm going to do a review on how to make the perfect super noodles as well, another tutorial. The only special thing we're using in this one is this Nando's extra hot sauce. So I'll show you when that'll be going in later. But that's the only extra thing we're going to be adding in. And I always use this for me. I always have it prepared for whenever I'm going to have a pot noodle. It's always by my side, holstered on my waist. Okay, so it's near enough 2 minutes now. So now we take the lid off and stir. And now when you're stirring, the motion that you want to use, you want to drag everything up from the bottom and break it up in this stir, the first stir. You want to break it all up as much as you can, bring everything up from the bottom, and make sure you really do a good job of breaking up that seasoning and powder in there. You don't want it clumpy. A clumpy noodle's not a good noodle. Treat your noodle well and noodle will look after you, or whatever, something like that. Yes, do that. There you go. Breaking up. Look at the motion. Look at the motion of the fork. Okay, if you're getting confused. There you go. Okay, brilliant. It doesn't have to be long. If you're using the right motion, you won't be spending all day stirring. There you go. Just be like that. And we're done. And make sure you prod any bits of noodles sticking back out into the water. You don't want them going hard and undercooked. Lid back on. This is why sometimes it's better to leave it half on. It's easier to reattach. Doesn't really make much of a difference. If that's your preference, good for you. Okay, so now another 2 minutes. And then we'll apply this one. You get a tomato ketchup sauce. In others, you get soy sauce, sticky rib, you get a Peking sauce. Curry, you get a mango sauce. But this one, you get a plain old tomato sauce. So another 2 minutes. or roughly. You don't have to be exact. It's not an exact science. It's roughly, because you're not going to eat it straight away anyway. You're probably going to take it somewhere, have a sit down where you can properly enjoy your noodle in the comfort of wherever you are, whether you're at home, on the go, at work, whatever you're doing. Okay, so I spoke a bit about this sauce earlier, the Nando's extra hot sauce. This is the one I'm using at the moment, but any kind of sauce with a kick, you know, like a barbecue jerk sauce or a spicy chili sauce will work. Obviously, don't be stupid. Don't put mayonnaise in. That's not going to work. But any kind of sauce with a kick will work, and I'll explain that just in a minute. And tell you why that is. Okay, so prepare your sauce sachet. I've seen horror stories of people doing it wrong. They don't prepare their sachets properly. They rip it straight open, sauce everywhere. Nightmare. You've got to be prepared. It's all about preparation. You don't prepare, you prepare to fail. This is what you've got to teach to people. Okay, we're coming up to 2 minutes now, I believe. Shake your sauce, get it all out, give yourself a good ripping motion there. I usually use scissors. Today I'm not. So there you go, open the corner there. Lid comes off once again. Sauce goes in. Just the tomato sauce this time, okay? If you have your extra sauce, save that. Just the tomato sauce, yeah? Make sure you get all of that out. You can even fold it up. We're not messing around doing that. It's not that important. It's just tomato sauce. Get it in, stir it up. And this time with the stir, you really want to make sure you're just mixing in the sauce and you're evenly distributing the sauce into the noodle. That's very important. Okay, so this one's just a quick stir. Just look at the motion again, circular this motion. There's no dipping up and down like the first stir. This is a pure circular motion. Good. Get the noodles back in there if any have come up and risen like the Loch Ness monster. And then cover again. And now you can leave it for another 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so probably going to do 1 minute just for the sake of the video, just to make it a bit shorter. You don't want to just be waiting there all day. And I'm not editing this because I don't do that. Okay, so that's back on. And now we wait. So while we're waiting, I'll take you through to the next step, being the special sauce, the secret sauce, the kick. Why do we add this? Why you haven't added any seasoning, you're thinking. Why are you adding in an extra sauce? You've already got the tomato ketchup in there now. The reason why you do this is because the broth you want the broth tasty. You don't want just a hot water broth. It's just going to be tasting like hot water. You'll be able to taste the plastic of the container and the metal of the foil on top if you don't add something special. And this something special with the kick will allow you to taste it. It's entering a whole new world as soon as you go to the sauce and you'll never go back. It adds the kick and gives the broth a proper taste and makes it enjoyable. I've seen so many people who barely fill it up with water because they despise the broth. This will make you love the broth. Okay? Okay, so now our sauce is going in. Now you just want to put as much in, shake it, get it to the top. You just want to put as much in as you did with the tomato sauce. Not too much, you don't want it to be overpowering, you don't want to change that flavour that the great people of Pot Noodle has given us. So you just want to put as much in as come out of the tomato sauce sachet, okay? So there you go. Careful, careful, careful. Okay. That will be enough. And stir that in. Same motion as the other sauce steps. Same motion. Distribution. That is key. Distribution with your sauce. Perfect. Okay, so we're done now. So now we'll move on to the review part of the video. If you can see that, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Noodles just emanating from the top of the broth there, peeking out. Beautiful. Not sunken in to the broth. No. Beautiful. That's just how you want it. So let's give her a taste. Here we go. Get some noodle. Oh, straight away, you get that kick from the sauce we added. Delightful. Now let's have a taste of the broth. Oh, the kick, it hits the back of your throat, gives it that extra flavour. Just beautiful, you can't go wrong. Follow this tutorial and you can't go wrong, okay? More videos coming soon. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. Subscribe if you want to do that or something. Alright, nice one.